Hello. In this video, I'm going to share the 5 most common mistakes that English learners make here in Da Nang. When I'm reading your comments below my videos, and sometimes I see some of my friends and also students speaking with me, I always notice the same mistakes that you consistently make. These are the same mistakes that the whole range of English learners make, from beginners right through to even advanced level students. They're just really common mistakes that you keep making again and again. Sometimes because you know the grammar is difficult to understand, but sometimes because these mistakes have never been properly corrected for you. So they become bad habits. They keep happening without you even realizing it. And if you don't recognize them, if you don't see the mistakes that you're making, then you can fix them. So today I want to help you to do that. I want you to start seeing the mistakes that you're making. I want you to see it in your writing so that you can correct yourself. And then when you start doing that, you'll naturally be correcting yourself when you speak. My class will help you to practice and improve all of these mistakes, the ones that you sometimes make. So once you watch this lesson, make sure you sign up, join my class, get your friends to join too, so that we can all have some fun together and improve your English skills while we're doing it. So what are the 5 most common mistakes that English learners make here in Da Nang? Number 1. Since I moved to Da Nang, I've noticed that a lot of students pronounce this word, which is apparently simple, in the wrong way. Goes, not goes. Probably they think it sounds like the word does when they say go. And that is a serious problem because 9 out of 10 make this mistake. And remember, say goes, not say goes. Alright? She goes to hospital. He goes to school. Number 2, uncountable nouns. So you probably know that there are 2 types of nouns in English: countable and uncountable nouns. So countable nouns are easy, you can count them. And when there's more than one, the noun becomes plural. We add an s or es. 1 pen, 3 pens. The noun becomes plural when there's more than one, and we can use the singular articles a and in when we're talking about just one of them. But uncountable nouns are different. They don't usually have a plural form. You can use a singular article with them, and you need to use quantifiers to help explain how much of the noun that is. The way that you use uncountable nouns in English sentences is completely different to countable nouns. Let's just compare pen, a countable noun, and information, an uncountable noun. Now I have a pen for you. I have a piece of information for you. How many pens do you have? How much information do you have? I have a few pens for you. I have a little information for you. It's not just the noun that's important. The type of noun affects many other words in your sentence. So using the wrong words with the uncountable noun in an English sentence is a really common mistake. And it's easy to do without realizing that you're doing it. Number 3, subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement is as simple as it sounds. The subject and the verb in English sentences must agree, they must match. So why is it such a common mistake in English? Even my advanced English students sometimes make these mistakes as well. And it's simply because they've got into some bad habits. They don't realize that they're making these mistakes. The pen looks expensive. Those pens look expensive. Paul is looking out the window. John and Tim are looking out the window. Do those students like to drink bubble tea? Does this student like to drink bubble tea? These mistakes are very easy to fix. Bad habits can be fixed, but you need to see them. So I'll explain more about this in detail during my class. Mistake number 4, articles. Which one should you use them? When and why? Articles must cause the most headaches for English learners. The is the definite article. A and an are indefinite articles. The difference between definite and indefinite articles is the difference between talking about a specific noun and a general noun. If you ask me, can you pass me a pen? That means any of these pens, not a specific one. But you ask me, can you pass me the blue pen? That only means the pen, this pen, none of these others. But sometimes you don't need to use an article at all. So it's easy to see why articles are some of the most common mistakes that English learners make. The good news is that there are some simple rules that you can follow to choose the right article. And I've got a few tips that I want to share with you during my class to help you to learn a little bit more about articles and how to use them. Number 5. Last but not least, past, present, future. This is crazy thing, but also a serious problem. I often ask my students to analyze their Vietnamese by putting it on the timeline, past, present, and future. But they're sometimes confused and even don't know what the timeline they're talking about. The key is that English is the time language. If you don't know what the timeline you're talking about, then you probably won't use the correct tenses in English. This mistake isn't being taught and mentioned in any class. That's why my students are so surprised and they really made it through. So, are you ready to join us to figure out the things that make you stuck and use English in the wrong way? Alright, I hope this video was helpful for you. Leave any questions you have for me in the comment down below and share it with your friends and family and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.